Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian. I got a request just recently to do a typical day of December here at the Off-Grid Cabin, so I wanted to do a video like that. It's a little bit of departure from what I've done in the past, but I think you'll enjoy it. So, our days usually start around 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll get up and check out the sunrise and then let Sierra out. She likes to run around behind the cabin in the morning for about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. So while she's out doing that, I usually get the fire going. That way I can heat up the cabin and kind of get our day started. And then after Sierra comes back, the sun usually starts to crest over the mountains there in the distance at about 7:30, and the light just floods the cabin. It's so awesome. And so Sierra's back in the cabin. She's napping. I'm ready to get my breakfast going. And I'm a pretty big eater. I do about 5 or 6 eggs in the morning with 6 pieces of bacon, a whole avocado and some onion, and I'll make these killer breakfast burritos. I pretty much do it every morning, and those who have camped with me or hung out at the cabin know that I'll make these up. And I use way too much hot sauce in my breakfast burritos. My friends give me crap about it all the time, rightfully so. Pretty much drown them in as like half a bottle of Cholula. It's pretty gnarly, but it's a good breakfast. It powers me through the day, and I dig it. So once you're done cooking though at the cabin, I always tell people, like, anytime you're off grid or camping or anything like that, to where there's any sort of mice around or something like that, you got to make sure you clean all your stuff up so you don't attract animals. So while I'm doing that, Sierra usually takes about her 14th nap of the morning, and then I'll jam outside. I like to do laundry on a regular basis. I think personal hygiene is kind of key when you're living off grid like this. And you got plenty of time, so you might as well do laundry. I've got a nice little handbag, laundry bag I use to wash up stuff. So once that's all done, grab my stuff around noon, pack up a backpack, maybe throw a sandwich in there or something, grab my hiking poles, and get Sierra, and then we'll go hit the trail. So there's this awesome road that's behind the cabin. That's a private road. No one uses it, and so there's never any traffic on it whatsoever. And it's awesome. The solitude's amazing. The views are incredible, and it's shaded, and so when it snows, the snow is going to stay there year round, and it just will continue to accumulate. So I'm excited for a little bit more accumulation to hopefully hit this area within the next few weeks, and then I can bust out the snowshoes and really start having some fun. And it's about 700 feet of vertical gain to get back to this area, and about a mile, and then you can go to the Forest Service boundary and come on back. So we usually get back to the cabin around between 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. By that time, there's full shadows that have encompassed the area, and so the cabin can start to get pretty cold. And what I like to do before I get my stove going is I like to clean it out every day. And the reason for that is it'll run a heck of a lot better. It'll run at optimal strength, and you won't have to use as much wood to get your fire going. If there's a bunch of ash in the bottom of the stove, then it actually has a way of dampening your fire, and it can put your fire out, or at least when it's smoldering, it's going to make the coals to where they're kind of snuffed out. So once you clean out the stove and it's good to go, then what I do is get a little tinder bundle going in there. I've got a burn pile out front with just some scrap wood from like branches and pine needles and stuff like that. It's all real flammable stuff. And I like to use a striker and a cotton ball to get my fires going. It's kind of a Boy Scout thing. So while the stove is heating up, what I'll do is I'll head into the outbuilding where the sauna is and get a fire going in there. And it doesn't take too long to get the sauna up. It's just the concrete on the floor can sometimes be chilly, so I usually let it run for about an hour, hour and a half at about 125 degrees, and then I'll head on in there and get a good a sweat going. So the health benefits from the sauna are phenomenal. I've never used sauna before until now, and I am floored at just how great it is. I mean, it makes your skin feel great, you feel really good yourself, mental clarity, and then also you sleep awesome. So I like it, and I'll go in there for about 30-40 minutes, and then the sun will start going down, and I'll head on back into the cabin and kind of get my evening going. So I'm not a big lunch guy. Like I said, I got that huge breakfast, and then I usually do kind of like a medium to light dinner. Lately I've been into these really killer toasted sandwiches, and do like avocado and onion and cheese and turkey or whatever on the top of the stove, and I'll put it in this tin foil there, and that way it kind of warms it up a little bit. Or I'll use a skillet. And you got to make sure your temperature is anywhere between 300 or 400 degrees for surface temp. So while I'm eating dinner, I'd go ahead and warm up some water over the stove in a kettle, and then use this wash basin when I'm done with dinner just to kind of clean up and ease on into the evening. So take the water and just in the basin and put it out on the deck, and then grab my favorite book and sit in this awesome recliner by the fire and just read all evening. I'll read for a couple hours or until I fall asleep in the chair, and then my day's over. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. And I'm going to do one every month. So I'll do one for January, one for February, and one for March when I move out and start truck camping again. And then I'll do one each month of the spring, summer, and fall too, so you guys can see all 4 seasons being outdoors in Colorado. So thanks for watching. If you got any questions, just hit me up in the comment section below, and I'll have another video up here in the next couple days. And that next video is going to cover why I hit the road and why I decided to leave the corporate world. So it should be a good one. Thanks for watching. Take care.